Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. In Upadeshasahasri, 16th chapter, we were seeing 15th shloka on page number 190. There is one correction in this shloka. Shunyatapi na yuktaivam. Shunyatapi na, then yuktam vai is what is given. You have to change it to yuktaivam. This is what I was wondering last time. Yukta word should be there. Yuktam word is not correct. Yukta evam. Sandhi will make it yuktaivam. The rest is correct. Buddheranyena drishyata. Yuktato ghatavattasyaha praksiddhesya vikalpataha. Okay. Let us do the Mangalacharanam and then chant 15th shloka also. Chaitanyam sarvagam sarvam sarvabhutaguhashayam yat sarva vishayatitam tasmai sarvavide namaha. Shunyata pina yuktaivam buddheranyena drishyata yuktato ghatavattasyaha praksiddhesya vikalpataha. Shunyata api na yukta. So from this shloka onwards, Shunyavada Nirasa, Shunyavada Khandanam begins. Atma is Shunya is also not correct. Shunyata api na yukta. Why? Buddhehe anyena drishyata yukta. Shunyata api na yukta because Buddhi is seen by some other drashta. So Buddhi gets drishyatvam. Buddhehe anyena drishyata yukta. Tasmat tad anyaha drashta satyaha na shunyaha. Therefore that other drashta is satya, is not shunya. And how Buddhi gets drishyatvam? Like Ghata has drishyatvam. Just as Ghata is drishya, Buddhi is also drishya or drishya. Tasyaha praksiddhesya vikalpataha. Tasyaha buddhehe praksiddhehe. Atma or Sakshi is Siddha before Buddhi. Tasyaha vikalpataha, buddhehe vikalpataha. So Buddhi will have vikalpa. What are the vikalpas in Buddhi? Asti, Nasti, etc. or different vrittis like Raga, Dvesha, Sukha, Dukha. All of them are known by Sakshi. this buddhi, and therefore Sakshi is drashta of this buddhi and its vikalpa, and that Sakshi is purvataha siddha. Before buddhi even comes into being, it is purvataha siddha or prak siddha. So everybody made the correction in the shloka?
Yes, Swamiji.
Okay, now see the Teeka. Evam sati shunyatapi na yukta. Just as kshanik vijnana is not yukta, shunyata api na yukta. Why? Na yukta. Yadva yatha buddhehe swagrahyata na yukta. Evam sati means what? He is explaining. Just as buddhehe swagrahyata na yukta. Buddhi cannot be its own knower. Buddhi cannot know itself. So swagrahyata. Swam eva grahakam swa eva grahyam iti na yukta. Na yuktam. Buddhehe swagrahyata na yukta. Buddhi cannot have grahyatvam and grahakatvam both. Why? Yukti virodhat. Because this is contradictory to logic. Yukti virodhat. Evam, in the same way, shunyata api buddhehe tad avabhasasya cha na yukta. In the same way, atmanah shunyata api na yukta. Buddhehe shunyata api na yukta. Because in shunyavada, atma is also shunya, jagat is also shunya. So shunyata api buddhehe na yukta. Tad avabhasasya cha shunyata na yukta. Avabhasaha means avabhasaka, you can take. That which illumines buddhi is also not shunya. Buddhi is also not shunya. Why? Aparokshataya tasyaha pratiyamanatvat ityarthaha. Buddhi is experienced aparokshataya, means directly. Sakshat. Sakshi illumines buddhi. So, and it is everybody's experience. So, buddhehe aparokshataya pratiyamanatvat shunyata na yukta. Ato हेतोः घटवत् अन्येन साक्षिणा बुद्धेर ग्राह्यता युक्ता. Therefore, what is the hetu? Ato heto means because of this hetu. Aparokshataya pratiyamanatvat. Buddhehe aparokshataya pratiyamanatvat is the hetu. Because of this hetu, ato hetoho घटवत् अन्येन साक्षिणा बुद्धेर ग्राह्यता युक्ता. Anyena sakshina, by other sakshi, buddhi is grahya. Buddhehe grahyata. Buddhi is grahya. Buddhi will have grahyata is appropriate, yukta. Means that is the right way of thinking. Just as ghata becomes known, buddhi is also known. Just as ghata is known by somebody other than ghata, buddhi will be known by somebody other than buddhi. That is called sakshi. That knower of buddhi is sakshi. Sakshina. Buddhir grahyata. Tasyapi shunyata. Tasya. Tasya means sakshina now. Sakshini Paryavasana, because there is Paryavasanam, means we have arrived at Sakshi, we have culminated our thought process in Sakshi. Sakshinah Shunyata api na Shanka. Shunyata Shanka na. Sakshi also cannot have Shunyata Shanka. Means Buddhi is also not Shunyam, Sakshi is also not Shunyam. Sakshi Buddhehe Drashta, the knower of that Buddhi. Kincha. So actually in one shloka itself, Shunyavada is out, but he will explain more. Kincha. Tasyaha Buddhehe Vikalpato Vikalpanat Prageva Tat Sakshinaha Siddhehe Na Shunyata Kadapi Ityarthaha. Somebody says, okay, maybe all the time Sakshi is there. That is not true. In the morning, Sakshi comes somehow and it is there. And then Sakshi also can disappear when Buddhi goes. Or in the afternoon also, Sakshi has to take break. So he says, Buddhehe Vikalpataha, means Vikalpanat Prak. Before Buddhi has any Vikalpana, Asti Nasti, Buddhi is there or Buddhi is not there, and then all the Dvandvas that arise in Buddhi, before that itself, that Sakshi is Siddha, Tat Sakshinaha Siddhehe, even in Sushupti. When Buddhi is not there, means Buddhi is asleep, all the Dvandvas are not there. Tat Sakshinaha Siddhehe, Prak. Before Buddhi comes, Sakshi is already existing. Shunyata kadapina ityartha. Sakshi does not have shunyata at any time. So Sakshi is there all the time, even in Sushupti. That is what he explains further. Buddhi vikalpanat purvam eva sushuptavapi atma prakasha sadbhavo angi kartavyo अन्यथा सुषुप्तेः असाक्षिकत्वात् अवस्थान्तरे परामर्श अनुदय प्रसंगात् इति भावः. बुद्धि विकल्पनात् पूर्वमेव, before buddhi vikalpa begins, all the varieties of thinking in buddhi begins. Prior to that, even in sushupti avastha, sushuptavapi, atma prakasha sadbhava, atmanah prakashasya, or atma eva prakashah atma prakashah, tasya sadbhava, its existence. Actually, even when we say its existence, it is not that there is atma and atma has existence. For atma, everything will be karma dhara only. Atma prakasha sadbhava. Atma itself is prakasha. Atma prakasha itself is sadbhava. But for the sake of understanding, we say atmanaha prakasha tasya sadbhava. Atma's illumination's existence should be accepted, angikartavya. Otherwise, what will happen? Anyatha, sushupti will become asakshika state. Sushuptehe asakshikatvat. Asakshika means without any sakshi. Then, avasthantare, when I come to Jagrat, paramarsha anudaya prasangat, I will not be able to recollect whether I slept or not. which never happens. We never say, I don't know if I slept or not. Even if we didn't sleep well, we say, I didn't sleep well. If we slept well, we say, I slept very well. So, paramarsha anudaya. Paramarsha means recollection. Non-cognition of recollection is never there in our case. It would happen if in Sushupti Sakshi was not there. Iti bhavaha. In other words, I am that Sakshi who knows Buddhi and its vikaras, I know. So therefore, I, Atma, am Sakshi, different from Buddhi. And I am there in all the avasthas, not only all avasthas, I am there in Masa, Abda, Yuga, Kalpa, all. Masabda Yuga Kalpeshu Gatagamyeshvanekadha Nodeti Nastyametesha Samvideka Swayam Prabha. This is said in
Panchadashi first chapter.
First chapter.
In Panchadashi, Acharya defines Atma Samvid in this way. In other words, this is who I am, this Sakshi, and therefore, whatever happens to Buddhi, whatever Buddhi knows, does not know, I am beyond that Buddhi. Bhagavan has given this instrument called Buddhi. I can use it wisely. But I am not Buddhi. And it is very clear because in Sushupti I can drop it. What I cannot drop and what I cannot take up, Aheya and Anupadeya, is Atma. Kincha Yat karyam yadanvitam drishyate tat tasya karanam. He gives another yukti. Kincha means moreover. Yat karyam yadanvitam drishyate tat tasya karanam. This is the yukti. And he gives example in the second line. Karya vikalpat prak siddham cha. This is the second yukti. And that karanam is Karya vikalpat prak siddham. Karanam should exist before karyam. Karya vikalpat prak siddham cha. Yatha ghatanvita mrit. So ghata is karyam. Ghata anvita mrit, mrittika. Ghatanvita mrit. Tatha buddhyadehe. So yat karyam yad anvitam drishyate tat tasya karanam. Ghata is anvita by mrittika. Therefore mrittika is karanam for ghata. Buddhi is anvita by Atma, Asti. Therefore, Atma is Karanam for Buddhi. Buddhyade tatha buddhyader vikalpasya sadartha anvitataya upalabhyamanatvat prag siddha satkaranakatvam eva yuktam ityaha. Buddhyadehe vikalpasya, all these buddhyadi vikalpas, they are sad artha anvita. They are anvita, pervaded or covered by sad artha, existence. Sadarthan vitataya upalabhyamanatva. They are available only in this way. How? Asti. Buddhi asti. Indriyani santi. Manaha asti. In this way. So Sat is Anvita in all of them. Sadartha, Sad Artha it should be, not Sada Artha. Buddhyader Vikalpasya Sadarthan Vitataya. Sad Artha. Sadarthan Vitataya Upalabhyamanatvat Prak Siddha Satkaranakatvam Eva. So Satkaranam is Praksiddham, and therefore Satkaranakatvam kasya
Buddhehe.
Buddhyadehe, Buddhi, etc. Sat Karanam Yesham Buddhyadinam Tad Buddhyadi Satkaranakah. The Buddhyadi are Satkaranakah. Bahuri Samas. Buddhyadehe Satkaranakatvam Yukta. So that Sat is Praksiddha. And it is Karanam for Buddhyadi because Buddhyadi are Anvita by Sat. You see, this is the Yukti that we use. Right? Purvapakshi will say, if Brahma is the Karana and it is Anvita in everything, then you are saying Sat is Anvita, so everything is experienced as Sat. Chit also should be Anvita, everything should be experienced as Chaitanya Swarupa. Everything is in, on the other hand, everything is experienced as Jada Swarupa. And everything should be experienced as Ananda Swarupa. But everything, how we experience, it has Dukkham. So how do you say it is Anvita? So in Drigdrishya Viveka, it is said, Asti Bhati Priyam. Everything is Asti. In this way it is known. Bhati means it becomes known to somebody at some time, somewhere. Bhati. And third is, what is the third one?
Priyam.
Priyam.
So the third is Priyam. In that there is a Purvapaksha. Somebody has raised a Purvapaksha. I think it is there in Vedanta Paribhasha's Teeka. Dukkham. Dukkham is Asti. Dukkham is Bhati. But Dukkham is not Priyam to anybody. Then how do you say Priyam is also there in all? So there also we can find some reasoning because somebody may like somebody Dukkham. For example, if somebody dies in the family, let us say, everybody may cry. But the people in cremation ground, they will feel we are getting some customer. Their thinking is this only. Or some lawyer will say, okay, now I will get some fees because they have to do all paperwork, this, that, something or the other will go on. And if they have left some money in the bank and nobody knows that there is such bank account, bank will get that money. So somebody will like it. But another explanation is given by Teekakara. They say it is not necessary that all three aspects should express there. Sat, Chit and Ananda. Even if one of them expresses, that is enough. सदर्थ अन्विततया उपलभ्यमानत्वात् प्राक् सिद्ध कारणकत्वम् एव युक्तम् इत्याह। अविकल्पं तदस्त्येव
अविकल्पं तदस्त्येव
पूर्वं स्याद् विकल्पतः।
यत्पूर्वं
विकल्पतः
विकल्पोत्पत्ति हेतुत्वात्
विकल्पोत्पत्तिहेत्वात्
यस्यैव तु कारणम्
यस्यैव तु कारणम्
अविकल्पं
विकल्पं तदस्येव यत्पूर्वं स्याद्विकल्पतः विकल्पोत्पत्तिहेतुत्वात् यस्यैव तु कारणम्
अविकल्पम तद अस्ति एव यत् पूर्वं विकल्पतः पूर्वं यत् स्यात्। विकल्पतः पूर्वं यत् स्यात् तद अविकल्पम अस्ति एव. In this way the अन्वय will be there of the first line. तस्मात् कारणात् विकल्पोत्पत्ति हेतुत्वात्, because it is विकल्प उत्पत्ति हेतु. So in this one vichara is complete. Let us first just focus on this. Vikalpatah purvam yat syat, whatever is existing before the vikalpas in the form of asti, nasti, etc. Buddhi is there or not. Their existence and their abhava, vikalpatah purvam yat syat, tad asti eva, it is always there. Means that which is existing before the vikalpanam of buddhi is existing. One. That also can have vikalpa? No, it is avikalpam. It's nirvikalpam. It does not have vikalpa. So tad avikalpam asti eva. This is one idea. Second aspect, what is discussed here is, and it is vikalpa utpatti hetu. Vikalpa utpatti hetu, because in the previous shloka, in the bhumika, it was explained here that it is its karanam also. That is vikalpa utpatti. So buddhi utpatti karanam. Hetu means karanam. So it is avikalpam and it is karanam for buddhyadi which has vikalpa. Then the second part says yad yasyaiva tu karanam. Everything has a specific karanam. And for its creation, that karya utpatti, specific karanam is required. If Purvapakshi says shunyam is karanam, if shunyam is karanam for all karyam, then shunyam is available everywhere. For ghata utpatti, I don't need mrittika, I don't need clay to create pot. I will use shunyam. For pata utpatti, I will use shunyam. I don't need threads, tantu. Then this karya karana sambandha we will not have, that for a particular vastu I need particular karanam in which that karyam has to already exist. This would not be required, mandatory, if shunyam can produce everything. So that's what he says. Yad yasyaiva tu karanam, a thing which is a cause for any effect, That thing you have to gather if you are interested in producing that effect. If I am interested in wooden furniture, I have to acquire wood. If I am interested in a golden pot, I have to gather gold. If I want a silk cloth, then I will need silk threads. And if I want cotton cloth, I need cotton threads. So, particular karanam is required for that specific karya. If it was shunyam, you don't need that. Shunyam will produce everything. So, that vakya you have to complete by adding other words. Yad yasyeva tu karanam tat karya vishesharthinam eshtavyam. These two words are given in the Teeka, but you will have to put them properly. Karya vishesharthinam, the one who is interested in vishesha karya vishesharthinam, karanam eshtavyam. He has to gather that particular karanam. Only then he can produce the karya. Therefore, it cannot be shunyam. This is the reason. See Teeka now. Avikalpam means what? Sarva vikalpa rahitam, which is kutastham ityartha. That which is devoid of all vikalpa. Sarva vikalpa rahitam kutastham ityartha. Akarana karyotpattehe anupapattehe karana sattvam eshtavyam. Akarana karyotpatti is not possible. Akarana karyotpattehe anupapattehe. Utpatti means producing, creation. Anupapatti means not possible. Akarana karya utpattehe anupapattehe. Without a cause, effect cannot be produced. Or effect production is illogical, is not possible. Karana sattvam eshtavyam. Therefore, sat karanam is required and it has to be appropriate to the karya. Anyatha karya vishesharthinam karana vishesha upadana pravritti niyama anupapattihi. Anyatha, what will happen? Person who is interested in vishesha karya, a specific effect, he will not require particular ingredients, karaka, to produce that karya. Why? Shunyam is there. From shunyam you prepare everything. Karya vishesharthinam karana vishesha upadana pravritti niyama anupapattihi. So, this kind of pravritti niyama will not be there, anupapattihi. Why? Shunyasya sarvatra sulabhatvat. Shunya is sarvatra sulabha and atyanta sulabha. It is everywhere available and easily available. So shunyam cannot be karanam. Are both these shlokas are clear?
Yes, Swami.
Yes, Swami.
Okay. Further. Kutasthasya brahmatmanaha katham karanatvam. Now Purva Paksha says, okay, shunyam is not karanam. Let's say you are right. How can Kutastha Brahma be karanam? That also cannot be karanam. Why? Because it is nirvikara. Vyaparvadhi karanam nama. Ityashankya. A vastu can be karanam where vyapara means it can be vyavaharyam. There can be some vyavahara. Your Brahma is avyavaharyam. What can you do with that Brahma? And vyaparavat in Tarka, vyaparavat asadharana karanam karanam. Correct?
Yes, Swamiji.
Vyaparavat is from there. Vyaparavat asadharana karanam karanam. So a vastu should be karanam, and also it should be doing some vyapara. Vyapara here means not kriya, activity. Vyapara is another technical word. Tajjanyatve sati tajjanya janako vyapara. Dravya bhinnatve sati tajjanyatve sati tajjanya janako vyapara. This is the lakshana for vyapara. But you can understand this way, that it should be available for some kind of vikara, transformation. Iti ashankya, because that is the only point we need right now. That is our relevant aspect. Avikari vastu cannot be karana. This is the Shanka. Siddhanti says, I will show you how. Rajjuvat sarpasya vivarta adhishthanataya tasya karanatvam ghatate. Rajju is karanam for sarpa without undergoing modification. How? Vivarta adhishthanataya. It is vivarta adhisthana karanam. Vivarta adhishthanataya tasya kutasthasya brahmanaha karanatvam ghatate. It can become karanam. Iti abhipretya aha. So with this in mind, now Acharya says, Ajnanam kalpana moolam
Moolam
sarasya niyamakam
samsarasya niyamakam
hitvatmanam param brahma
hitvatmam param brahma
vindyan muktam sada bhayam
ajnanam
कल्पनामूलं संसारस्य नियामकम्
hitvatmam
हित्वात्मानं परं ब्रह्म विद्यान्मुक्तं सदा भयम्.
Acha, there are two readings. One is Vidyat, another is Vindyat. In Anand Giriji's Teeka, it is Vidyat. Brahma Vidyan Muktam Sadabhayam. But in our reading, it is Vindyan Muktam Sadabhayam. Vidyat is correct. Hitvatmanam Param Brahma Vidyat Muktam Sadabhayam. This other reading, Vindyat, which is given in this Teeka, in Teeka also it is given, but Vidyat is better. See the Anvaya now. Ajnanam kalpana moolam samsarasya niyamakam. Ajnanam means moola jnanam, moola vidya. That is the moolam for all kalpana, all projections, all erroneous thinking. Begins with ajnanam. Ajnanam kalpana moolam. And that ajnanam is samsarasya niyamakam. It is the controller ordainer of this samsara. Ajnanam, Mula Vidya runs the show. Niyamakam. What should we do then? Atmanam hitva sada muktam abhayam param brahma vidyat. Atmanam hitva. Atmanam means Ajnana Vishishta Atmanam Hitva. That Atma which is having Ajnanam also, that part you drop. In other words, Ahankara, Pramata, that you drop. Hitva, Param Brahma, Vidyat. You should know Param Brahma. And what is the nature of that? Sada Muktam and Sada Avayam. It is Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Avaya Swarupa. That you have to know. Teeka, we can see a little bit. Ajnanam, Anadi Avidya. Kutastha Apratyagatmani, Kutastha Pratyagatmani Brahmani Sarva Kalpanayaha Moolam. Ajnanam means Anadi Avidya Kutastha Pratyagatmani Brahmani Sarva Kalpanayaha Moolam. I will check if it is Kutastha or Kutastha Pratyagatmani Brahmani. Kutastha sounds more accurate. Ajnanam Anadi Avidya. Ajnanam is nothing but this Anadi Avidya, which is in Kutastha Pratyagatma. Kutastha Pratyagatmani Brahmani Sarva Kalpanayaha Moolam. And it is the origin of all projections, all erroneous thinking. Atadrupa pratibhasa hetuhu ityarthaha. Atadrupa pratibhasa. It shows things not the way they are, in different way. The way it is, I will not experience. This is the glory of Ajnana. So, not in the Laukik way, in Shastriya, that it is Brahma, and I will see it as some Vishaya. It is Atma, I will experience it as Anatma. Atadrupa pratibhasa hetuhu. तथा च चित् अविद्या विवर्तेषु कार्येषु सत्तात्मना भासमानतया कारणत्वं कूटस्थस्यापि घटते इति भावः. चित् अविद्या विवर्तेषु, in that Chaitanya which is going to express as avidya vivarta. Avidya vivarteshu karyeshu sattatmana bhasmanataya. That Chaitanya will express as existence, sattatmana bhasmanataya. Kutasthasyapi karanatvam ghatate. Therefore, Kutastha also can be karanam. Iti bhavaha. So the question was raised, how Kutastha can be karanam? Kutastha can be karanam because everything is appearing as vivarta. Chid avidya means Chaitanyasya avidya. Chaitanya Vishayaka avidya. And Chaitanya Ashrita avidya, chid avidya. Avidya which is experience in Chaitanya, avidya which covers Chaitanya. Its karya is all this. And that avidya itself is vivarta of Chaitanya. Kutastasyapi karanatvam ghatate iti bhavaha. Samsarasya niyamakam. From this onwards, we will have to see later. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Shishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti.